welcome back. This is episode 26 of the Trading Signal Coding Session series. Today we are going to be debugging the Trading Session Demo Workspace. We identify some changes and adaptations that we need to make in order to put this to work again, because it was working, but after the whole iteration of version 2 of the peer-to-peer network, there might be some stuff that we need to adapt here. So let's going to push it a little bit forward now. Okay, so what we have here is that we hack the trading simulation so that it finish quicker. And then I'm going to debug a little bit. I'm going to open the modules, not algorithmic trading, but trading signals, outgoing candle signals, maybe here. So let's see if we reach this point. And what happened from there, okay? So if we don't reach that point, we go backwards. If we reach that point, we go forward. So let this run, or stop it and run again. Okay, here we go. We'll put debug. Okay, so we go and run here. Okay, so it finished, but it never stopped. So that means that we will have to look at some other place. Outgoing trading signals. So I put a breakpoint there and run this again. It bothers me a little bit that it's not working and I have no clue of what is going on. That means that if there is an error, the handling of the error is not very well done. We will find it out. I expect this to stop now. Okay. So this is coming into here. Outgoing candle. Let's see if we can reach this point. Broadcast file key. Wait. Hold on. Candle signals push. Let's see if I can get here. Okay, so far so good. Persist. We are now at the open storage stuff. Load file. Save when file. I guess that there might be a problem with the GitHub token, but for sure it's not going to work that. So I will see if I can get this into here. Let run. Yes. We get into here. Then come here, 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 here. Available storage. We have one storage container. Save on GitHub. So this file was modified for the purpose of this file was modified recently. So where are we? Okay, the path is this 23rd, blah blah blah. So what happens here? It says new file, and I didn't stop it. Great. Okay, there is a problem here. But I thought that I had this managed better, or I'm confusing. Let's stop this. I want to find this everywhere. Okay, I knew that I have done this better. Here I had to make a reject. Otherwise, this is never returning. So I want to know what happens with this, if there is something logged somewhere that would tell me that there is a problem. Otherwise, I will have to log it here. Okay, but at least it's not a mysterious bug. It's just something that was modified. So here we go again. Debug. Run. Okay. You can run. Okay. So what's the problem? So essentially, I can say if code.status or code if error status equal 404, then create new file. This create new file will have this guy, and it's going to be executed from here and from here, and else I'm going to do this. I'm going to reject this, but we are going to console log. Um, file could be saved at home. So with that, we should know that at least something went wrong. Okay. So we will do this again, but also I'm going to fix because this is wrong also. I'm going to copy from this. So here the message is going to be new plugin. But the rest is going to be, well, I'm not sure why the branch is this. It's not going to work. This is going to be develop. In the case of plugins, we are talking about develop. In the case of this branch, is main. Okay, so let's debug this stuff. Okay, so this is running. So we debug. Okay, so then we go there. I prefer the stack. Okay, so let's see if this works. It worked. So then everything is good. Broadcast file key. And most likely everything is going to work. No, it's not going to work. Okay, here we have a reference that is now different. Remember that we, in the previous episode, we made this new stuff here. And now what we have is peer-to-peer network client. In the middle of this. Okay, by the way, I'm going to search for all this stuff so that I don't have the same problem somewhere else. Okay, this is this one. This is all we added. Okay, the last one is that. The one I don't recognize is this guy. Peer-to-peer network start. This is using this. My God, what happens here? Okay, so this cannot be in here. The user app is the, of course we are using only this inside this, but this cannot be a reference here. So whoever initialized this guy is getting this. This should be stored at this object. Let me see, this user app that we're using here, no ID, yes. Okay, so there's a small change I need to make for this to be properly set up. And I need this to be part of this guy. So here I can define this, and when I receive it, so this object, and then at this place I can already send this, and here I can use this. Okay. So let's try this again. By the way, does the actually save this? Yes, it looks that it saved the two files. Here are the signals, beautifully encrypted. Okay, so let's run this again. Okay, so we'll come here and debug. Okay, so from here we'll go, oops, no, something failed. Peer-to-peer network client doesn't have a peer-to-peer network start. Peer-to-peer client identity, peer-to-peer node connected to reachable node and social graph network service. Okay, so what this means is that once we make this, yeah, of course we don't have it. Okay, so the problem is that this guy, peer-to-peer network client, let's put a breakpoint there. It used to have the network start, but doesn't have it anymore. And now it's subdivided by services, and the trading signal is yet not a service there, so it's never going to work. At least not for now. Peer-to-peer network client. Okay, this is what this guy have. Oh, so what happened with this one? Peer-to-peer network start. Who is instantiating this guy? Maybe nobody. Nobody. It got cut off in the latest reorganization. If we see here the latest commits at the tax server, this was instantiated somewhere. connected to reachable nodes, connected to, connected to. This is the way to instantiate this guy. So let's confirm. This guy, nobody is instantiating it anymore. And who should instantiate this? The network client. Because it's like a low-level service, network service. Set up the network. Set up network services. Okay, so the network has this guy. Reachable nodes. And these are set up the connections to start nodes. Okay, so this is going to be this object, and here you will have this guy here. Max outgoing. What is that? Max outgoing heads. What is that? So we are going to call this start peers. Um, max outgoing star peers and peers in general. Okay, so I will need this parameter to come through. match outgoing peers. My god, this is initialized in different places. Okay, max outgoing start peers. So I need task server. When I initialize this guy, I need to find all these guys. Okay, so in the first case, this is going to be this. Okay, for the case of we have it here, desktop and desktop backend. Start peers. So we're going to set up this because it's not needed at the desktop app. So desktop app max outgoing peers. Oops. 0. Okay. So I probably fixed them all. Probably. So we have it here. That means that we have it here. That means that this is going to be able to send the message through this, okay? Still, it's not a good practice because we should set up a network service client, okay? But for the purpose of my current goal is to make this work again. So this should make this work again. So trading signals, I'm going to take a note that at peer-to-peer network client, we need a network service client, trading signals, okay? And also we will need then Also, we will need to change this line to point to that service. Uh, so we have to find an analogous way of doing this to what we are doing with social trading, that we send a message in whatever way that ended inside the service and then is broadcasted in whatever way. So we need that to replicate that schema so that we can keep this context separated and things integrated in a clever way. We don't have it now, but we might be able to send this now if we fix it like this. So for now, this goes like this. Okay. Okay, so I like this. HTTP client detected, never know it's online. That means that our stuff is running. Okay, what we did just now. I will run this. And we have, okay, probably it was not this place. Outgoing trading signals, because we are in candle number 0. This was the place, not this. So this was the line that I needed to change. Or maybe this one. No, this one. Okay, so we let it run. Now we have the peer-to-peer network start, and now we can assume this is going to reach the peer-to-peer network. Okay, so the peer-to-peer network. We are going to reach it. So we're just going to let it run now and see what happens. I think that we have this running. No, I'm going to run this guy. But maybe I'm going to run it from the beginning. This is tax toss, tax 2, because I made changes that might impact what this guy is going to do. Okay, so this is going to be running and supposedly listening to signals. Okay, supposedly. So it's waiting there. Now we'll go to candles 1 and let it go. And this should come in here, which I don't see it doing anything. Okay, so we probably send the signal, but this guy is not capable of listening to it. So what I'm going to do is to, oh, there's a cancellation here. Something broke very badly. Okay. So let's reduce the amount of noise here. Social persona. Okay, so this client interface, where is this? We are talking about, okay, so we finished this part. Okay. Signals being sent into the peer-to-peer network again. So where are we? We are at Trading Signals NT Network Module Client Interface. We receive a message and we need to broadcast this to clients. But probably this change network app because what is the error here? It's not a function, broadcast to clients. Okay, so what we need is not social trading but network WebSocket interface. Seems that we changed this broadcast to clients. Broadcast to clients. We have 3 instances of this. Okay, but this is not a public function anymore. And this was removed during the last intervention on the peer-to-peer network. But I honestly don't remember why, but it was. So how am I supposed to broadcast to clients? So the reason that this was removed was because now we broadcast, we have a filter, okay? We got a filter. We got a filter that is filtering all the connections that we need to broadcast to depending on who follows who. So fixing this for this to work, I know I have a pending task to broadcast this only to the connected guys, but I don't want to do that now. I want this to work. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to I think that I have network client here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to make a copy of this function and to be provisional until I make some time to do it right. So this is going to be broadcast signals to clients, and this is not going to do this, but this object dot network clients which exist. Okay, so to all the network clients we're going to broadcast this, and we are going to clarify this, that this is to do replace this function with a mechanism broadcast signals only to followers. Okay, so I know this is a pending task, but I need to put this to work again so that people can start trying this out. So I'm going to, for now, add this function here and add this here, and the socket message is going to flow and be sent. Okay, so we put a breakpoint and let's have this guy run again. Okay, the other second guy must be connected again, but just in case we're going to run it again to avoid any problem. We debug is here, and this is going to be waiting for the signal, so run, and this is going to be issuing the signal, so run. Okay, so the first signal should be going, There are two clients connected, so we're going to send it to one, but we have an error, of course, because I didn't replace this with this. So we have to do it all again. So you can stop, and you can stop, and you can run, and you can run, and you can run, and you can run. Okay, so we have these two guys running in theory. Okay, so you can run, and you can run, and we will wait for you here. So we come here, we send, and we send to the other, no problem. Then it's going to send the other, and now our problem is going to be on the receiving end of this stuff. Okay, because the signals have been sent, but who receives this stuff? That's the question. Okay, so we have some messages here. Attack server 1, everything ran well. So that means that we got this. So let's check for this guy. Okay, we don't need you, or 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 you. So we just need you. And this seems to be message header network service undefined. Okay, because the network service at the network is not being set. So I don't know where the other network service is set, but in this case the client interface or somebody that is going to be sending this message header payload, it needs to put network service equals trading signals. That is what is going to make this work, and not so much, because here trading signals is going to just do nothing. Okay, so okay, we will have network service, but how do we connect this to what we used to have before? So it seems that I'm going to need to go through the process of creating this network service client that I was mentioning and trying to avoid. So most likely I'm going to do that in a new episode because that is not going to be that simple. So on trading signals, okay, then we need add WebSockets network client. We need to route the incoming trading signal messages to the new trading signal network service client. Okay, and there is also going to be a task related to well, we already know that, but this is the list I need to make this work again, so I will need another session for this. Um, Let me check one thing out. Where are we with the changes? So we have signals at the receive network task. Task server. Okay. Um, okay, so yeah, I will leave that for the next episode. So to recap, we could debug this to make the signals go through the task server 1 into the network, and then fix all the stuff needed to go through the network to task server 2, and we are stuck there because we need to create the network service client trading signal that we don't have, and connect that with whatever we used to have for actually receiving the signals. Okay, so as we don't have this stuff, um, we are going to do it at the next episode. Okay, so thank you for watching this one, and see you at the next one.